Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Sorry I didn't upload for like the past 2 days. I have been sick with I don't know what, chest cold or something. I've been living on pineapple juice and elderberry. My daughter-in-law has been gracious enough to be making me these awesome smoothies made out of pineapple juice, coconut milk, white grape juice, and frozen fruit. And they have been working tremendously. Um, so I hope that this goes away very soon because I can't take it anymore. What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos and emails. And if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below. First, I want to thank everyone who's been sending me emails, checking up on me. I am doing good. Thank you so much for all of your well wishes. I really appreciate every single one of you. Okay. So this first email comes in from a community member, and she said yesterday, and this was on June 4th. So yesterday, so that would have been June 3rd. She said, Pinball put out a video discussing the warning bulletin DHS put out last week regarding our grid, possible attacks on substations. Yeah. I had gotten that firsthand because of my husband. He works for DHS himself. And she said that later in the day, Prepper Nurse 1 did a similar video saying DHS put out a warning about a grid down situation, but saying DHS said the Chinese spy balloons that were flying all over the place were actually taking pictures of, I believe he said, infrastructure and or electric grids, looking for weakness for a future attack on the United States. I spent some time yesterday searching DHS website, and the only bulletin I saw was the one that Pinball was talking about. I did not see any bulletin about spy balloons taking pictures of our infrastructure that Prepper Nurse 1 was talking about, unless I was researching stupid. And honey, you're not stupid. Stop that. And I did not see it. Do you know anything about what Prepper Nurse 1 was talking about? No, I do not. I honestly, I haven't been watching anything on YouTube because I haven't been able to pick my head up off of my pillow. I'm so sorry. But the warning bulletin is a real thing. It really truly is. Regarding our power grid. But what I would do with this, okay, is just to prepare the best way that you possibly can. But you know, as for the spy balloons and the infrastructure and the pictures and stuff like that, I don't know anything about that. And I'm not going to pretend that I do, okay? And honestly, it might be, I don't want to say it sounds far-fetched because you just don't know. You just don't know with them. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not talking about the YouTubers. I'm saying with the foreign entities, okay? You just don't know with them. And we're not going to be able to know the truth. Okay? So he might have gotten his intel from somebody who's in the military. Okay? So that might be true. So I'm not going to say, nope, not true. I'm not going to say that because he might have gotten his intel from somebody who's in the military. Okay. So don't pass it off as it not being true because I have never known Ed, that Prepper Nurse Warren, to give out false information. I've never known him to do anything like that. Okay. He's not a jackass. So I've never known him to do anything like that, or Pinball for that matter. He would never do anything like that. And neither would Jason, neither would I. So, you know, just if it's not on the website, it doesn't mean that it's not true. He probably just got his intel from somebody who's, you know, that he knows personally. Okay. Okay, so here is an email from a community member, and she said, "This is something I have noticed in my store where I work. It has been almost 2 months now since we have had our store brand omeprazole. We are being told it's on its way each week for delivery and it doesn't show up. Is anyone else seeing this where they are? Their store brand is omeprazole being hard to find. For whatever reason, we have our cases of Ball brand pint jars on sale for 20% off. Really? The same size for pint-sized Ball lids. The other sizes are not on sale for 20% off. Is anyone else noticing this just pint-sized jars being on sale like this? I'm glad it's on sale. I just find it odd and interesting that it's just this particular size of Ball jars and lids. Honestly, I have not myself, but maybe somebody else in the community has. Okay, so here is a email from a community member who is in the UK. She's one of my great friends who lives in the UK, and she said, "Oh boy, this letter is long." She said, "I went out with a friend." And she wanted to look at a particular clothes shop, which is relatively cheap. Plus, she wanted to go do a small grocery shop at the supermarket in the same retail park. She said, "Oh my goodness, when I tell you what a load of flippery," I'll just use that word, shopping excursion it was. It pissed us both off totally, and we couldn't wait to get the heck away from there and back home. Today has been quite warm and sunny for us here in the UK, of course, with all the people out. They were out in droves at 11 a.m. this morning when the shops open on Sundays. A bit of sun and all the cretins come crawling out of the woodwork. Oh, stop it. Our first shop was at Madeline, and this is a huge clothes shop that caters for men, women, children, along with some housewares. And either last year or the year before, they made some changes to their checkout tills. They only have 2 tills open, which are for cash-only transactions and returned goods. The other tills are not manned. And then the next lot of tills are self-service. In the past, we've used a self-service, but there was a member of staff helping or doing it for you. So my friend and I have never gone, or actually never done this completely ourselves until today, as neither of us had cash and we had to use a self-service bullshit. My friend is 86 years old and she doesn't like this self-service stuff because she doesn't understand it, and due to arthritis her fingers cannot press the buttons firmly enough on the touch screen, so I often have to do it for her. Well, anyway, my friend wanted to do her 2 items first, but she didn't know how to do it. So a very kind lady at the next till finished paying for her stuff, and then she leaned over and sorted my friend out, explaining all the steps and how to go through. So basically, put your basket in the place, which is labeled, "Put your basket here." Press the relevant bullshit on the screen, and then you have to pick up the scanner, holding it over the barcode to over the price tag. Click the button, when it beeps, the item appears on the touch screen. When you've scanned enough or everything, then you choose the pay now option and choose how you're going to pay: debit card, gift card, and then make your card payment. I was taking notice of how you do all this because it was my turn next, and I haven't had to do this before. Well, it goes without saying that as soon as we walked from the till, but still in the shop, the pair of us started complaining, but I was also swearing in my head, and I cared not who heard me. What a load of flippery this is. I can't be bothered with this old stuff, and I'm not doing this again. In the future, I'll stick to ordering online and have it delivered so I don't have to deal with this aggravation, and I'm not doing the cashier's job for them either. You get the idea. Yeah, I do. This is why I do all of my shopping online. I just can't be bothered with going out in public anymore. I really can't. So then it was across the road to Sainsbury's supermarket for yet more flipperies. Again, not many tills with cashiers were available, only about 3 or 4. And the queues, I'm guessing those were the lines, were long. So that left us with the self-checkout, which was fine until a few months ago when Sainsbury's decided to install barriers at the exit point of the self-checkout tills, which now stay closed, and you can only open them and leave by scanning your receipt. This is all very well, but what happens when your receipt won't scan, which is what happens to me at another Sainsbury a few months ago when I have refused to go back there. However, Sainsbury's have now rolled out this bullshit in all of their stores. And there have been recently articles in the news that shoppers are not happy with this. So my friend and I were not at all impressed this morning with this morning's outing. And we're still moaning when we got back to the house. I told her straight up that I'm not going to these shops anymore. I'm not entertaining this. And these shops can go flip off and just order online. It's less hassle. I agree with you. My friend agreed with me, and she said that she would do online shopping, but she doesn't know how to do it. And we were so upset with all the idiot people getting in our way. That's something else we were complaining about. I asked my friend, is there something wrong with us, or are we just old and grumpy? My friend did say to me that for her, going out and doing a bit of shopping is no longer a pleasure. It's not for me either. It's really not. I can't do it anymore. She said this little bit of grocery shopping did cost her almost 30 pounds, and she had hardly anything for her money. Yeah, I know, I'm finding that myself. It's getting ridiculous. It really truly is. There's no proper food there, nothing she could make meals from, and no proper dinners like ready-made meals or anything. So of course, that was something else we had to moan about, and how much we're being ripped off. Wow. So it's getting bad in the UK just like it is here then. Holy cow, except we don't have to scan our receipts in order to get out of the store. We just have to give it to the Walmart person standing in the front just to be able to walk out the store. So here is an email with some pictures for you from a community member. She said, all but one jar of black raspberry sealed. Gosh, that's so sad. Guess we will have to jam it up. Ha ha, is that no pun intended? But 13.5 pints of strawberry jam, all sealed, with a 7.5 pint black raspberry jam. I used my great Aunt Doris green handled masher. Love her to pieces. I canned 7 hours yesterday, slow and steady. God bless. These are beautiful pictures. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. So here is an email from a community member, and she said, thought I'd share with you more info and proof for your California viewers. People, if it happens in one state, don't be surprised if it happens in another, especially those prone to the destruction of homes and property in states that see flooding, tornado, hurricane, and so on. You are so right. And what she's talking about was the State Farm. Okay, well, this has to do with Allstate. And yikes, yikes, yikes for me, because I have Allstate, okay? And here, this first picture that I'm going to put up for you says, is Allstate Insurance leaving California? Allstate, the state's fourth largest property and casualty insurance provider, has stopped selling new home, condominium, or commercial insurance policies in California, the company said in an emailed statement. And then the second picture that I'm going to put up for you says, why did State Farm cancel my homeowner's insurance policy? And it says State Farm has stopped accepting homeowner insurance applications in California, citing the growing risk from catastrophes like wildfires and the rising cost to rebuild. So here's some pictures for you from a community member. She said, I've been canning most of the day, 5 jars of apples and 11 jars of pears. Beautiful. You are going to be making, this will make some beautiful pies or some really awesome baby food too. Yeah. And before I go, so here is a email along with a picture. She said, be on the lookout of serious price gouging going on at Walmart's. Things on sale that are marked way higher than regular price. Sale price is regular. Here's an example. Opened up an account at walmart.com. Got a 12-piece plate set for $25.13. To get this price is to purchase online only or buy it at the store for $50. Okay. Waited a long time to get the plate set. Got home. 2 have nasty chips. Went back to them with the 2 damaged pieces in hoping to switch. Nope, they wanted the whole box. Went back home, got them, returned them. Due to the cardboard is more like paper, not packaged well, assuming all have something damaged. Lastly, was frustrated. Went to Target. Okay, now about boycotting due to stigma. When you're on a fixed income and need something budget friendly, you go to all the stores. Exactly, right? She said, okay, found a nicer 12-piece play set. Guess what? Regular price, $25. Walmart is charging more than half for sets of place, folks. Noticed other issues too. I've put back all of my stuff and was shocked at Walmart prices. Another example, 90 trash bags, any brand, $20. One box, maybe 35 or so freezer bags in one box, $6 to $8. Instead of dealing with this nonsense, went to Dollar Tree. Freezer bags, 13 count, times that by 5 boxes for 65 bags. Trash bags, 15 count, 7 boxes equal 105 bags. All this totaled $16.37. Please share this with the community. Watch the prices. Serious amounts of greed's going on. Here's a picture of my receipt. Location and payment method have been cut off. Pay close attention to the prices in all the stores, everyone. And then in another email, real quick, she said, the reason for my crazy email address is to protect my identity. We all do that, so no worries. She said, end up closing my account to Walmart.com. They were baffled by my email name, so much so they had to get a manager's approval to delete my account. Walmart is sketchy to me. The way they packed those dishes was disgusting. Crazy to cheap out on packaging ceramic. Yeah, I know. That just doesn't make sense. Why would they do that, knowing that that stuff is going to break? She said, all corporations are sketchy. Hate the rainbow mafia. Hate the vile things for example, like Stephen King's Needful Things. Needful Things. That sounds familiar. I never read it, but I've heard of it. Devilman runs along the antique shop. He knows the whole town's weaknesses. Oh, okay, I get it. The price for the needful thing is to do something cruel, to mean pranks, anything to have the whole town pitting on each other. Gotcha. Okay, this is what's going on. Along with whatever they throw to upset people greatly to go against whomever. Okay. They're trying to destroy companies to be only a few. So that's what's left to be controlled. All sorts of crap will come up to destroy any corporation. This makes me very angry. It hurts fixed income people badly. Enough said. You're right. It does. It hurts all of the fixed income people. It hurts people like me too. You know, I mean, I don't make a lot of money. I really don't. But, you know, for people who have to shop around for the best deal, it hurts a lot of people. And it's disgusting. It really does. Why? What's the point? All right, guys, listen, I'm out of here, okay? I will see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.